Hi everybody, it's Burton's Middle Class Review time. It is January 2019. Hope you're having a good weekend. Now this discussion is basically something that was brought up to me at work by a workmate. He was talking about Australian society and is it becoming like ancient Rome? Actually Western society. You know, we have a welfare warfare state. Currently Australia has troops in over 30 countries. We've got heaps of people on welfare. And in 2018, Australia statistically, we now have more people receiving their wages from government or they're receiving welfare from government than there are actual people paying taxes. Pretty bad, isn't it? More people in the public service and more people on welfare than actually working and paying taxes. Pretty crazy stuff. And you're probably wondering why am I wearing sporting apparel this time? Well, there's a good reason for that. Because basically the term for this society, it's a situation of bread and circus. This is a term that was brought up in ancient Rome. And ancient Rome, they had about 1 million people living there. So the peak of the empire, and even at the fall of the empire, they had 1 million people living there. And how could we have 1 million people living in a city? And 20% of these people relied on the dole, as it was called. That's where we get the term the dole. They were doled out grain. They were getting free grain, free wine, free entertainment. Emperor Vespasian, he's the one who's responsible for building the Colosseum, and it's like a massive sporting stadium. Okay, so we've got the equivalent all over the world, all over the developed world. All the cities have to have a stadium, you know, to entertain the mobs. So, do we have the same thing? And what caused this? Well, I think we've got exactly the same situation now in the modern world. We're doling out welfare to people who obviously can work. In Australia, you can get welfare, you can get a disability pension if you can't speak good English, or if you're an alcoholic or have a drug problem. Interesting. And it's no wonder I have people like Colombians and Spanish and French and German backpackers working at my work, because Australians aren't doing this work. There are people who are permanent residents who can do this work, but they choose not to. Kind of ridiculous. So now I'm multilingual. I speak a lot of French and some Spanish and German to facilitate proceedings at my work. Crazy. But yeah, I think we do have bread and circus, and that's why I'm wearing this sporting apparel. I'm in theme. Now, if you don't believe me, I think, you know, look at people who can live on welfare now. You can watch TV all day, you got lots of reality TV, endless sports. We have stadiums, like look at the Olympic Stadium, seats over 80,000 people. Did you know the state government of New South Wales is now knocking it down? Completely obliterating a massive stadium that was only built, 18 years ago, and they're going to build a bigger one. It's funny, I've watched rugby league games there on TV. I've actually seen snippets of it, and you might have 20,000 in the crowd, but it doesn't matter. They want a bigger stadium. Nuts. Anyway, what to do about this? Now, is Western society going into decline because of this? Yeah, I'd probably say so. Just like ancient Rome, they had endless wars, and to pay for these endless wars and endless entertainment and endless welfare for the mob, what did they do? Well, they debased the currency. And in the United States, they went off the gold standard under President Nixon. Now, this wasn't that long ago, you know, Vietnam War era. So from the early 70s onwards, you had basically no gold backing up your currency. What that means is they used to be able to print money depending on the gold they had in reserve, because gold is actually real currency. Silver and gold were considered currency, proper money, by the United States and Australia. We always had gold reserves. If you don't believe me, it's in the US Constitution. Silver and gold is meant to actually be money. But now they just print money endlessly. When you have massive debt, Australia has $536 billion of debt, last time I checked, and the United States has $21 trillion of debt. Pretty crazy. So what can you do? Well, I think it's obvious, isn't it? You look at what the wealthy are doing right now. Have you seen all those places where they buy gold? Here, cash in your gold. We'll give you cash. Well, gold is actually worth something, and they know this. Gold has outlasted civilization. It was there before civilization began. It'll be there when it ends. Gold is always the winner. So if you have any gold, you know those old gold trinkets, don't go getting rid of them. Hang on to them, because that's a hedge against major inflation and when printing money just gets out of control. So that's one tip. The other thing is your smart people in the world buy assets that produce income, so it's a passive income. So investment properties, or maybe even bank shares, because they're always making money. They're printing money, keep making money, and they pay you dividends. So there you go. Anyway, best of luck. Don't get sucked into that welfare, warfare, state, bread and circus crap. Keep working, work smarter, work harder, and keep winning. And if you need more information on this, here's a couple of things to check out on YouTube. Fall of Empires, Rome versus USA, Hidden Secrets of Money, episode 9, and also American Bread and Circus, Hidden Secrets of Money, episode 10. Just type that into Google and follow it with YouTube and it should come up. And that should help you learn something on this topic. Anyway, all the best. Stay awesome.